So look, I want to talk about releasing control, because that has been like a theme in my life lately. God has really been showing me ways in which I am trying to maintain control over situations and circumstances in my life. I've been really having to let go and let God. Because first of all, trying to be in control is just not how the process works. It's not how the journey works, you know? More importantly, the things that I'm being shown that I'm trying to control and dictate are things that are out of my control. They're out of my control. And the journey, to get back to that, releasing control, it's a part of the journey, because when you do that, you have faith. That's literally all you'll have left to hold on to when you let go and release control of things. So for me, it's kind of hard because, number one, I've always had to depend on myself, you know, and there have been instances in life where people have came through for me, you know, but they were always like unexpected. And so it's just like, oh wow, thank God, what a blessing, you know what I'm saying? But like in the moments where I'm in need and I may ask someone for help, you know, I don't really get it. That's number one. And number two, letting go, releasing control is hard for me, because I kind of feel like I'm giving up. And letting go of control is not about giving up. And this is what I'm learning, y'all. Letting go of control is not about giving up. It's about trusting the journey and really allowing life to unfold in its own beautiful way. Letting life unfold how it's supposed to unfold in order for you to get the things that you desire, that you pray for, that you ask for, that you want, you know? Because at the end of the day, we're over here trying to be in control and dictate and manipulate when we don't even realize what we're really doing is trying to walk in the footsteps of God, because we're trying to see how it happens when, you know, God is in control of how. Because a lot of times what we want, we don't even know how. That's the crazy thing about it. Like, we over here trying to control and be in demand of things, and we really don't even know how it's going to work out. We might have an idea in our mind, like, okay, in order for me to get 3, I gotta add 1 plus 2, but I only got 0. You know what I mean? Like, we might see a formula, see a path, and because we see that formula and that path of how it's supposed to work out, when things don't work out that way, we start panicking and trying to control and make things stay that way. But in reality, that's not how it's supposed to work out for you. You know what I mean? Because the way that we might see it, it probably don't include life circumstances that's going to teach us life lessons that are going to be necessary in order for us to achieve the things that we want and maintain our desires once we actually get them and receive them. You feel me? So y'all, in short, that's just kind of like what life has been teaching me lately about releasing control. And I've been beginning to do that, and I'm noticing that when I really, really just let go and I release control, and I just say, you know what, I don't know how this is going to work out, so I'm just going to give it to God. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even, and what that really means for me, side note, is like, you know what, I'm not even about to stress. I'm not even about to worry myself. I'm not even about to let myself be all anxious and overwhelmed about this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just, whatever. I'm just going to do what I can do today. And I'm just going to have faith. I'm just going to believe that at the end, I'm going to get what I want. At the end, it's going to work out for me. And I just be telling myself, one of my favorite affirmations is, all is aligned and everything is always working out in my favor. Like, even if it's bad, oh, what kind of bug on me? Even if it's bad, it's good for me. Even if I lose, ultimately I win. And when I do that, I feel better. I feel at peace. I feel a sense of freedom. Because me trying to control things that I don't have control over, like, stresses me out and overwhelms me and just makes me mad and angry and frustrated. And when I just say, you know what, I'm gonna let it go and I'm gonna do what I can, I'm gonna focus on what I can right now in the present moment, that's freeing. That's liberating. That's liberating. And that right there is the ability to embrace life, embrace uncertainties, and maintain your peace. So I don't know who needed to hear this, but I know at least one goddess needed to hear it, you know, because I felt called to share it. Peace, goddess. We in a different vibe today. We outside in nature, you feel me? Because it's too hot to be sitting up in the car right now. Summer is almost over, but it ain't over yet, okay? Listen, I don't have no fruit. I'm eating a vegan oatmeal raisin cookie today. If you know, you know, but we're switching it up today. Y'all know I don't like these talks to be long, straight, simple, to the point. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those of you who do not know, my name is Crystal. Evolving Into Her is basically my digital diary of my journey evolving into her, which is the version of myself I see in my mind when I visualize myself vibrating at my highest frequency during my human experience. And in simple, that just means me just being at peace, living life, and really living life and not surviving life, you know? And what that looks like for me is different for you. And that's why I encourage everyone to, you know, if you feel called and aligned to it, you know, start your journey of evolving into her as well. If you feel in the vibe, like, comment, and subscribe, and continue to feel inspired and motivated, because you have your own version of her in your mind, you know? On Fridays, we have Goddess Talks. I try to do it every Friday. It don't always happen, but if it's Friday and I didn't post a new one, go back and watch an old one. You know, you might hear something different this time around that you didn't catch the first time. You might resonate with something now that you didn't necessarily resonate or want to click on when I first posted it. So yeah, once again, if you're feeling the vibe, goddess, like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.